Hey guys, the GM just contacted me, and apparently the video that I thought I put out yesterday did not even make it to the Cosmic Portal site. So we're gonna get into it, because I promised you guys a video. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right after this. So, um, as I sit here trying to figure out what went wrong, where did I go wrong, what happened, um, Marky Mark and Commander Xena had went to NecoCon, and I went ahead and we talked about it. We had the show, and I said, okay, yeah, I'll have it up there, the next day. Put it up there, or at least I thought I did, on the Cosmic Portal. I didn't put it on YouTube, but I did put it on the Cosmic Portal. At least I thought I did. I can't find it, so obviously I didn't do what I thought I did. So we're going to get into that video right now. This is an interview that he and Commander Xena did at NecoCon. So without further ado, let's talk about it.
So we're going to be talking, this is the Cosmic Portal. We're talking about the adult coloring that you guys started last year?
Yes.
Okay, and it's midnight to 2 a.m.?
So when we put in the panel submission, it was either for the 10 to 12 slot or the 12 to 2.
12.
We just happened to have both times been the 12 to 2 slot.
Okay. It's pretty cool, especially because you have the different pictures that you show, and we actually did 2 pictures ourselves. This is one that wasn't colored yet. This is the one my wife did, and this is the one that I did. All right. So would you tell me a little bit about how y'all really got into that?
So she had gone to a different, you went to Blur and saw a coloring panel. And so
I think it was the one we both went.
yeah, so we had been to
Still.
we had been to another convention, saw someone else with one, and was just like, that'd be fun to do because we hadn't seen it here at our local one. So put in a panel submission. I thought it'd be cool to also include some original art since we do know some artists, and it seemed like the easy way to do it. Just
Okay.
What is the name of this panel officially?
so last year we were cauldron coloring because of the witch theme of the con, but this year and probably going forward it's going to just be cool down coloring
Okay.
as something to consistent and not change every time the theme changes.
Okay. I know last year you were on Friday night.
Yes.
Okay. This year is Saturday. Do you know if you're gonna have the same thing?
Not necessarily. I know, like I said, when I put in the panel submission, I did it for the two different time slots and the 2 different days, just so it's wherever scheduling happens to put us.
Okay.
And go ahead and introduce yourselves. We should have did that first.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Danae.
Okay.
I'm Lauren.
All right.
And I'm Kiera.
All right. Thank you. Any other questions?
How long did it take you to print out these pictures that y'all have today?
For that.
Not as it only took as long as the Office Depot printer actually printed. So 10 copies of each. It was only taking, maybe 2 minutes each. It's just, the printer processing through each,
Okay.
different
Like,
file.
the actual mechanical bit, but it was a bit more time to actually select pages.
Okay, they asked how long to print. Those are different questions.
It could be technical.
Okay. So it took longer to select the pages
Oh,
first.
definitely.
Okay.
Indecision. And so last year I just pulled random pages plus Lauren drew a couple of them,
Okay.
and then a couple other friends had drawn one or two, and I just pulled random ones off the internet. This year, I wanted to be a little bit more selective. I say that, but I actually made my job harder by buying a bunch of PDF coloring books that were like 101 pages.
Okay.
And so I went through, made my selections, and sent them copies of the books for them to make selections, and then cross-referenced all of them to get 29 pictures, and then had to wheedle those down
Wow.
to what we had plus the leftovers from last year.
Okay. How many were hand drawn that you used this year?
This year we have 5. 2 are from last year, but they were hand drawn for that, and then we have 3 new ones that were printed for this year.
Okay. And I know you drew one yourself.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you? Did you draw one this year?
Yeah, last year I drew 3, and then this year I drew 1.
Okay. And did you draw any this year?
Can't draw.
You can.
I made the plate.
That's an important thing too. So.
And actually, I have a question. Can each one of y'all tell us a little bit about your experience at the cons? You know, I know we talked a little about it yesterday off camera. Can you tell us about your experience considering, you know, the NECACon to the Blurs car that you went?
So I've been going to NECACon since about 2012, so it's been about 12 years now that I've been going here. And then I went to BlurCon for 2 of the years, one for their second BlurCon, and then one after the pandemic. And as they compare, it's very different between a con that has been going since the 90s, so it's kind of gotten the swing of things, versus a con that just started. Of course, NECACon is more of the home convention that we usually go to, or at least I usually go to, because born and raised in the area, so it's like, okay, this is the one that when you were younger, this is what you started coming to every year. And we've been coming basically every year since we started. I know they started coming in different years than me. I know Kira definitely longer than me, but just a little.
Would you prefer the larger cons better or the smaller ones?
It really depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a more personable experience, there's a lot of smaller artists, and watching something grow, then definitely the brand new up-and-coming convention. But if you prefer things that are a lot more established and you want more of a variety, a larger convention will definitely be better. Also, I haven't been to any of these larger conventions, but maybe like Anime Expo or anything along those lines, those are very, very big, and the crowds get a little bit overwhelming, it seems. So I guess there's a certain level of okay, you'll never know where that level hits of okay, it went from this is a lot of variety to you can't really do anything. I don't know if I count NECACon as a larger convention, although it seems like it has grown as we've been going, so maybe it's just the observation bias of it's all you do for most of the time. But I might have had that much of a larger convention.
And since you said that you first started coming to this convention since 2012, how has it changed from 2012 to 2024?
There's been minor operation changes that at least as a con goer without being a part of the staff, with just more of an observation standpoint, because of course if you're part of staff you have a more inside look, but coming this long and not being a part of the staff, there's been some minor operation changes of okay, they used to do the hours of operation like this, they've now done it like that, they used to manage lines this way, now they don't, they moved certain events to different rooms as they try to fine tune of okay, where would it best go. And I know something that I've definitely noticed, especially in recent years, is the food. Because when we started coming here, the only thing you could get was the $12 chicken tenders in the concession stand.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you bring in a thing, not a bottle of water, nothing. They wouldn't want you to bring in anything. But now, it seems like they're a lot more lax about the food, and also there's a lot more food options in the convention itself. Where now that they've had the different the Korean food in the concession stand, and they'll have the food stalls in the hallway and the ice cream truck and different things like that. I think those kind of options are great, because especially when you consider when you started coming to the convention when you're younger, for instance, I started coming around 14 or so. It's a type of situation where okay, you get dropped off at the convention and you're here all day. You get picked up when you get picked up, you're here all day. And if you can't leave, you're either walking to McDonald's all the way up the street, or it's the food in the convention. So having more options in the convention is probably a lot better for a lot of people that can't just up and go. Because even if you could go, the parking situation was not as bad as some places, but still, if you have like any accessibility issues, parking way at the back of the parking lot, and then having to leave and then next thing you know you're in overflow.
Yeah. Okay.
And tell us about your con experience.
So I've also been going to NecoCon since about 2011, 2012.
Wow. Okay.
And NecoCon is the biggest convention that I go to. I've gone to some smaller furry conventions like FursonaCon, which is also like local to Hampton, Virginia Beach area.
Okay.
And I think that I like conventions that are NecoCon size because it feels like more of like an event, and there's more to do, and there's more artists in the artist alley. But I also agree with Janae that it's that you can like watch a convention grow, and that smaller conventions will have smaller artists, and that you know, they can also produce a lot of interesting work.
Okay.
I've been coming to NecoCon the longest. I've been coming to NecoCon since 2009. After my friend took me in 2008 and I borrowed her mom's badge for a couple hours to get in.
Terrible. Shame.
Statute of limitations has to be in practice by this point.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. Anime has always been an interest of mine, and so I was just like, this is great. Look at all these people who share the interests. And con culture has changed a lot since 2009. People are no longer being glummed in the hallway. So lots of little changes. Not as many, you know, call and responses in the hallway, but still lots of fun and seeing everybody dressed up. I haven't been to a ton of other conventions outside of just NECO. I went to AMA once, and AMA Mid-Atlantic back in 2012 to NECOCon to Blurred. I think NECO space-wise feels a little bit better. I know hotel-based conventions feel a little claustrophobic.
Okay.
From my experience. So,
Okay.
but there's just slightly less space for things, so things are in the hallways, makes it a little hard to get around and see everything. But like, it's been great seeing Echo grow and, you know, see which artists return, which ones don't, finding, you know, new favorite artists to go buy stuff from.
Okay. Now, I know you just said that you like the anime type conventions. Have you tried any other ones?
I have not yet. Now that a little bit more money of my own, and working on trying to get a little bit more vacation time to expand the horizons of not just the one convention, but seeing what else is out there.
Okay. Now, I know that they just started a new convention in Williamsburg called Convivio. It's run by some ladies that kind of work with us as well.
This is getting interesting because, as you can tell, Marky Mark, of course, is plugging Convivial, which is the Cosmic Portals. That's our home con. That is our home con. We were invited there for the first time last year, which was our coming out party, pretty much. And I'm telling you, I was floored. So kudos to Marky Mark for bringing that up. Let's finish the interview.
I think it's in March. Yeah, something like that. Have you ever gone up to Williamsburg for any conventions?
Myself, I've not, mostly because I don't have my own vehicle.
Okay.
So it's gotta stay in the range of where people are willing to,
Okay.
take me. But like we're slowly expanding our range, so it could be something to look into.
Okay then. All right. Any other questions?
I appreciate y'all getting with us today and the conversation we had yesterday, telling about your experience at the adult coloring, and we enjoyed it last year. I even, took an extra one so I can go home and color myself. So we appreciate it.
One other thing, I did hear you say that you also play D&D. How long have you been doing that?
So you too. Have a wonderful night. When did we start?
When did you start? I know I started at different time.
2015.
Oh wow.
That feels right. I don't know. Somewhere between 2015 and 2017. Time is a soup.
Okay. Are you still playing the same game, or is it just expanding or different characters or something like that?
Different games, different campaigns. I am playing one set in the same homebrew world. It's just very different campaigns, very different scopes of what we're doing, using a slightly different system, but
Okay. Only reason I ask, I'm right now playing a superhero one. We're going to start a Star Wars one in January, which will be different. We play Saturday nights like you said you play. This is our off week. We're supposed to play next week, but we play from 8 to midnight. So, okay. Well, thank you ladies for all of that. And I'll be posting it probably to our site, and I know Vonda can send you the link so you know, okay?
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The DC reviewer and Commander Xena. We might have to bump Commander Xena up, give her a raise. Let the Admiralty raise up the commander, give her command of her own ship. I don't know, something like that. But the more I see this stuff that Marky Mark and Commander Xena did, the more I'm just like, man, I missed out. I really missed out on this. And again, guys, I apologize because I could have sworn that interview went out, and the GM, hey, what's going on? Where's it at? So I had to bring it back out to you guys right now live. It's the best way to do it. Now remember, the Portal Room every Saturday will be giving you some sort of video during the week. I might pop on here and there, but we are in the Cosmic Portal shutdown period where we're revamping everything and bringing you bigger, better content. That is the thing. Commander Xena and I do the TNG show. Unfortunately, we've lost a member today due to work, and we all say it. Darth Real Life comes first. So I'm going to have to get with her very soon and talk to her about that and see what we can do about spicing that show up because we lost a member. But of course, you guys have the DC Reviewer, and you now have on Saturdays the Portal Room, where I'll be bringing you more videos. We'll be talking to celebrities. We'll be talking to cast members, stunt people in the in the background, people that make the movie magic. We're going to be talking to them soon too. So I am, of course, Calibus Rand, and I leave you with AUS, AUS, life, prosperity, and health.